Monday, January 10, 2022. Happy week start, faithful viewers, and thanks for joining us for the first edition of the Week Prime Flash on My Media Prime Television with me, Audrey Zatsa. Fans of the indomitable Lions have continued to roar as Cameroon beat the Stallions of Burkina Faso 2-1 at the AFCON 2021 opening match. The goals were scored by Vincent Aboubakar in two first-half penalties. Vincent Aboubakar, made man of the match, enters the book of record as he becomes the first player to score a brace in a Total Energies AFCON opener since Flavio Amado and Seydou Keita in 2010. Ethiopia equally played Cape Verde for Group A, during which Cape Verde won 1-0. This first match, that is Cameroon versus Burkina Faso, took place immediately after the opening ceremony of the AFCON 2021. And talking about the opening ceremony of the AFCON 2021, or the 33rd edition in Cameroon, it was an outstanding one as hundreds of thousands of supporters gathered at the Olembe Stadium to support their teams and to discover the magnificent stadiums glittering like never. The cultural parade proposed by the organizers reviewed all that the country, Cameroon, has as a cultural treasure. The kickoff of the 33rd edition of the Football Jamboree was given by President Paul Biya, present for the occasion. But before that, CAF President Dr. Patrice Motsepe saluted Cameroonians for the warm reception, promising a great football feast in the country. Let's now listen to Dr. Patrice Motsepe, CAF President, as he made some encouraging remarks.
Send a message because we want to work together with Europe, we want to work together with football, we want to develop football in Africa, but we also want to send a message to the 54 countries. The CAF, AFCON, Total Energies, AFCON Cup is in Cameroon, is going to be the best that has ever been taken place, and we want to inspire all the people of Africa. We must believe. Today shows that we believe. Today, by all of us being here, it shows that we believe in ourselves. We believe in the people of Cameroon and we believe in the people of Africa. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
Let's now talk about the ambience of the AFCON 2021 in some cities in Cameroon, beginning in Bafoussam, where football lovers gathered at the fan zone at the multi-sports complex of the Bafoussam urban community to watch the opening match of the 33rd edition of the AFCON 2021. For lack of being in Yaoundé at the Olembe Stadium, Sosa fans in the city of Maroua, far north region, witnessed the Cameroon-Burkina Faso match through a giant screen installed at the municipal circle of Maroua. It was the same ambience here in Douala, in Saint-Melima and other cities of the country as football supporters turned out massively in numbers for the first day of the football jamboree. On to something else, education. Cameroon and France have revisited the bilateral cordial relationship in the educational sector through the signing of a 2-year framework agreement for the teaching of French to Cameroonians. This was done between the French ambassador to Cameroon, Christophe Guilou, and the Minister of Secondary Education, Professor Pauline Nalova-Lyonga, on January 7, 2022. This framework to run for 2 years is facilitated by the Minister of External Relations, Eugène Mbela. Some excerpts of the Minister of Secondary Education, Professor Pauline Nalova-Lyonga, and the French ambassador to Cameroon, Christophe Guilou.
A project of this kind has to have a plan, and the plan will depend on the resources that we have and the needs that we have. So that's going to determine how many people we're going to have and how many we're going to train per year. There's no doubt about that. That's going to be added to it because right now I think that there's a confusion in the field between training of teachers and training people in French. You know, one takes people who have studied French and take them into the classroom. It's not the same thing. You're having to do now with training of teachers, training of the trainers. These are the people who are going to train the teachers. And so it's very important. As I said before, it's very important that those who train should be the native speakers. We're getting something which we cannot get elsewhere. I think this is laudable.
We provide the funds, and we also provide expertise, but the training will be done here in Cameroon in favor of the Cameroonians. We have some expertise, and we're very proud to provide this expertise to the teachers here in Cameroon.
We now move to the southwest region, where 6 persons are reported to have died in a fatal road accident that occurred along the Mbalangi Road in the southwest region. The accident, which occurred in the evening of January 8, 2022, is said to have had a number of passengers on board an 18-seater bus on its way to Kumba from Boya. The most beautiful woman in Cameroon for the year 2022 is known. 26-year-old Julia Samantha Edima Asumu was crowned Miss Cameroon on the night of January 7 to 8, 2022. The 15th edition, which took place at Palais Polyvalent in Yaoundé, saw a huge crowd, fans, supporters, members of government. On the evening of the coronation, there were 18 candidates on stage for the crown, won by Julia Samantha. The top model and actress stressed on her mission to promote mental health. An excerpt of the Miss Cameroon 2021-2022.
So excited to be tonight, Miss Cameroon 2022. My first mission will be to create a structure, a platform where we will discuss about mental health.
Heads of state, that's out of the country, heads of state and government leaders of the West African Economic Community have imposed some sanctions on Mali. They met in Accra, Ghana on Sunday, January 9, 2022 for an extraordinary summit over the Mali issue. According to the organization's commission, the sanctions include the withdrawal of ambassadors of all ECOWAS member states from Mali, the closure of land and air borders between ECOWAS countries and Mali, the suspension of all commercial and financial transactions between ECOWAS member states and Mali, with the exception of products such as essential foodstuff, pharmaceutical products, medical supplies and equipment, including COVID-19 control material, petroleum products and electricity. The freezing of the Republic of Mali's assets in ECOWAS central banks is equally part of the sanctions, which many have termed extremely severe sanctions. And that was it for today's edition of Prime Flash, produced by Junior Pelama. Thanks for watching, faithful viewers. You have more stories in 6:30 p.m. Prime News with Fon Quinta. Coming up next is In the House with Eileen Sama and her ladies. Have a nice time.